Hello everyone, today I will show you in the video an important topic about Python, where we will install a Python version. Then inside Pycharm we will show you how to set up your virtual environment. So let's start by downloading Python. By the way, if we type Python 3 version, you will see that I already have the Python 3.9.13. So we will download another version, and I will show you in case you will have a multiple Python 3 version. So let's go here and download. Another information, I am in macOS. So this is specifically for macOS user. In the part of download, but in the part of virtual environment, any OS will be good towards. So in macOS, I choose the Python 3.12. Already you click here. If you click in the link, you will see some information and the files. If you want to download with a specific file like a tarball or a zip, but in the majority of case, the macOS 64-bit universal. So for all the Mac user with Intel CPU and Mac and ARM CPU, they can use the same universal installer. So when we click, it's download. This 11, that means it's the 11 version of the 3.12 Python version, the 11 release. So excellent. You double click, you continue, keep continue, excellent. You agree, install. It's a lightweight package, easy for download. Like you see, you will get a Python Lancer and IDE. I already got this with the Python 3.9 version. So don't be afraid, because even if they are the same thing, but they are in different path. Like here, if you see, you are in specific path. I forgot the option below that show the path view. So, but excellent. I think there is it in Macintosh as the application. So everything is his own path. If I go to application and you go here Python 3.9, you see they are indifferent. And some will ask, what is this? This is just an IDE. I will not talk about it because I will already show you Pycharm, the strongest and best one among the best one in the world. But some will ask, what is the Python Lancer? This Python Lancer, like you see, you set up the file type between the three. Majority of time a Python script. There is the interpreter path. So that means that every Python script we will use this interpreter to run the code. If you check this option, you can add a cbank in every file, and each file will run with a specific cbank and part of Python. Here are the options when you run in the terminal, like -v, the debug for advanced debugging purposes, verbose for the output, and .e for the interactive mode, .o it take out the assert, so you can have more performance. So that are the options that you run with the command. And here are the specific command one, how you run. You cd or you write all the path, then the script .py. So this is the importance of the Python Lancer. I hope this small explanation will help you. But if you use an advanced IDE, no need for this preference. So we close, we move to trash. Now, right now, if we check the Python version that is globally in the system, you will find is the 3.12. But previously, before downloading, when I run this command, I got the Python 3.9. So I will explain you what happened. First of all, always run this command to check all the Python you have. Like you see, we have 5 paths. These 2 are the path when you download the Python from the official website. And because I have this path first, so the system detects the binary of this Python version the first. Second is this one. This is when you download Python in Homebrew. And to check the version, just copy paste the path of the Python with a version. And you will see it's Python 3.12, 13.3. So I have the 3.12, 3.9 and 3.12. Here you will ask me, what is this path? This path is new for all Apple Silicon and is a system link. So if we run this command, you will see that this path, when you look for it, it will redirect you to this path. If you want to specific point to a specific Python, you can use the command sf, but in my case, no need to make this command because I already know all the binary path, and in each project and in each virtual environment, I will show you the different technique to have a special interpreter. And for this one is for the legacy one that come by default with macOS, and it points to 3.9.6. But but it's not the same version of this. It's 3.13. So now you must understand. And some will ask, if you put the path open this file, what you will see is I didn't export the path here because the moment I export it, it gives me some trouble, like a duplicate of binary. So I don't any problem with the system. So the most important is knowing the binary of the path. So let's go from here. We already know all the path of the Python we have. So now we go to Pycharm. And there is Pycharm. I will make a sort in the future to explain in each button, but right now focus in this button, the new project, because you want a new project when you use Pycharm. When you click in your new project, you will see here framework, other framework, but forget. Focus in the pure Python. Here the location of the file, always under Pycharm project. Here if you want to create a Git repository or create a welcome script. And here is the most important thing, is the interpreter type. Like you see, by default you have the project virtual environment with the abbreviation venv. Here you will see the Python version and all the detected version in the system with their path. Like here, the user local bin Python 3.9, user local bin 3, this is the system link. Here the 3.12. For me, I choose 3.9. Here for the base conda, you need to install mini conda. And all conda related packages are, I encourage you when you have an AI or machine learning project, but in a sample project with Python or a microservice or API, just stick with the venv. Here a custom where you can have different type, like the pipenv, conda I already see, poetry, another style. But I always encourage virtualenv because it's known, stable, robust, and you are isolated in your own environment. Here the base Python. And if you don't find, like here, if you don't find the Python path, like here I don't see the opt homebrew version, you can go and look for it. So under CLR, and here we see Python, the Python binary. So if I want the 3.13, I go directly to the path, but I will stay with this path. Here you can change the name of the virtual environment. These two box, if you want to have the packages from the base interpreter going in your project. I will cancel and I will go to the project that I already create. First thing, when you create a new project, you will find two things. Under the root folder, you will find a virtual environment folder that holds the binary and library. Library contains the Python version and all the packages below it. In the binary, you have to activate and important packages that come with the virtual environment. And here in the terminal, you will see the symbol. First thing you do, you check if you point to the correct pipe version. Excellent. So we point to the pipe inside the virtual environment. And with Python, excellent, the binary of Python in the virtual environment. So here our project is set up. If you want to deactivate, so to like a log out or close, you run the deactivate command. If you want to activate your environment, you run the source and you need to provide the path to the binary inside the venv. So dot, because we are in the same folder, dot venv2 /bin/activate. And voila, repeat the width, so width pipe. So everything it works fine. If you run the pip list to see all the current packages inside the venv, in the default you have these two, the setup and the wheel. These two I already downloaded, and this pip is the version 23. And you must know that the pip inside the virtual environment is isolated than the pip in the global. Like if I go to the terminal, pip tree, I forgot, the pipe tree, you will see the 25. So I already have in the global system 25, but here I am my own version of the pipe. They tell me to upgrade, no need for now. Next thing to do is when you are already in project, in settings, you go here in the project. You have the Python interpreter and project structure. The structure is just tell you the structure of your project, like the folder, and you exclude. This venv is the old virtual environment that I got problems, so I deleted and I created this new one. Here, the Python interpreter, you see your packages, the Python interpreter, there is it. Here you can add an interpreter and you have the choice. Majority of time a local interpreter because you are already downloaded in your local machine. Here you have two choices, generate a new or select existing. Always generate a new. And one thing you will see is if I give the same name of the current virtual environment, you will find this alert. So you can use the venv21, so that's a new name. Here like in the beginning, but this time we are already inside a project. And if we press OK, you will see another folder outside this folder, but inside the file monitor, that is a second environment. And there is the interpreter, there is the location. If you want to select an existing, this all the projects that exist. If you want to have like a microservice with different instances that use the same Python, you can go, but always inherit a new. Let's test one just for learning purposes, but this time I want the 3.12. And voila, there is your second version, the venv1. I deactivate. No, I think deactivate. We will see if it's no. Let's see. So I deactivate only from this terminal. Then source dot venv1 bin source. I forgot the dot before the venv. Weird. Bin activate. Activate. I made the confusion with source. Excellent. So there is the second environment activated. So if we run like the with Python, let's start with pipe. You will see that pipe points to the venv1, and if pipe version is the pipe with the 3.12, and Python is the most ampersand, the 3.12, and it points to the binary inside the. So there is an exemplar on we have multiple virtual environments in a project, so you can develop, start coding, learn Python, and create a good software. Another thing I want you to know it is important, and I think is the second thing to learn after virtual environment is Pycharm. Is under tools you can sync Python requirement, so you generate a requirement text, but sometimes it doesn't work, so you run this command, the pip freeze and requirement. The output will be go to the requirement txt. So a file generated a requirement txt with the different path. You will ask me why there is only this, because this is the only py package. The other packages are different source, some kind of confusion, but you must know that this path, the tree, the pipe and setup tools and wheel are like a different source that the ps util that is origins from the py package manager. So I think it's the end. Let's run a sample script for the new. You create a file, youtube.py. You have x equal to 5, y equal to 4. Then we will print the x for y. And voila, the output is 20. And if you want to run from the terminal, all you have to do is the venv bin Python. Like if you want to run the Python 3, Python 3.9, it's like the Python lancer I saw you in the beginning of the video. So there is the path, the binary path of the Python, then youtube.py. One thing, let's see, weird. Where is the problem? I know, always the confusion, venv2. This problem of name is a very old problem in the world of programming. So right now, and voila, you have 20, the output. Those provide the binary and with Python. Excellent. So I hope you like the video. Comment, like, subscribe, and tell me if you want anything about Python or cybersecurity. And let's stay tuned for the next video.